Greetings, humanoids of the internet. My name is Bob, and this is episode 55 of Journey into Space. Journey into Space. Now, it seems like every day I alternate between either being groggy because I just woke up, or actually sleep deprived. Like last time I was just groggy because I just woke up. This time I'm actually back to being sleep deprived. So my brain may be silly, and we'll just have to excuse me. We'll just have to work around that. It's kind of unfortunate since we're going to be doing possibly the most difficult thing in this entire grand tour coming up, which is going to Eeloo. Also, first things first, I want to give a shout out to TerminalCynicism. Well, I just totally screwed that up, did I? I want to give a shout out to TerminalCynicism, who, in an uncommonly kind and generous act, resolved my SimCity problem by giving me the money to buy it, and in the process blew me away about the kindness of strangers. So, TerminalCynicism, thank you. And I will do my part of the bargain and keep the KSP videos coming. So if you see TerminalCynicism in the comments or something sometime, give them a shout out and they thank you for me, because I pretty much figured I was not going to be able to get it because I don't have any income. So he resolved that problem for me, and something for which I am very grateful. So yeah, if you see him, give him the attaboy. Okay. Now we are we are on Paul. Here it is. I didn't notice when I was landing how extreme that landing slope was, but here we are on Paul. I've tanked up the keything. Hold on, my sinuses are going nuts again. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, about the, let's say this real quick about the SimCity thing. Zachariah and I are still hammering out all the details, but hopefully we'll have a joint video. Well, actually, it won't be a joint video. He'll record his part, and I'll record mine. But we'll have a video of us playing SimCity 5. It's not really called SimCity 5. They just call it SimCity. But we'll have a video of us playing SimCity 5 together, probably somewhere around the middle of March. We're still hammering out all the details. And in KSP, we are on Paul. Yes, I think I said that, didn't I? Yeah, I said that. And I would really like to just stop everything, unload a couple landers here, a base, and just go to town on Paul. But unfortunately, we've got a rather difficult and potentially dangerous encounter with Eeloo to be getting under our belts here. So I suppose we will just get on with that. I would really like to get back here soon, like ASAP, because this is a far out place, man, and the gravity is very low. So riding a rover in this would be very interesting. We'd probably just ride up a slope and go straight into orbit. So now, as far as Eeloo goes, the orbit of Eeloo is very, very peculiar. Okay, check this shit out. This is Eeloo, right? At its closest point, it actually comes within the orbit of Joule, and it goes way out here. And it's looking like it's pretty close to where I'm going to need it to be. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to... actually, no, it's not. Yeah, never mind that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get out into solar orbit, spin around for a while, and attempt to get an encounter with Eeloo, which is what it looks like is easier said than done, is what it looks like. But we will be attempting to get that going on. And now I looked at the there's the rendezvous or the you know, planetary transit calculator. The picture it has there of Eeloo doesn't seem to bear any kind of resemblance to the actual orbit of Eeloo. So I'm probably going to have to kind of play it by ear, by the seat of my pants, fast and loose, like a space pilot should. So that could be interesting. And potentially life-threatening for poor Bill and Jeb. But we will have to bid a reluctant farewell to Paul. But seriously, Paul, the colonization of Paul, or at least the romping around in Paul, is getting a big step forward in my plans here. I mean, I was going to colonize Duna and all that jazz, and probably put a rover on Duna, and then worry about Paul. I might just go straight in, after this is done, go straight into putting shit on Paul and playing around with it. So, okay, let me have some coffee, because the brain isn't working yet. Okay. Coffee is good. Alright, let's do a quick F5. Got SES on. Let's go ahead and throttle up. And we'll get out into solar orbit ASAP. Look at that shit, man. Great shot. Again. Alright. Gotta focus on the old space piloting business. Yeah, I mean, I know the sensible thing to do would be to, you know, go ahead with the colonization of Duna and all that, put rovers there and all that. I may just totally blow that off and go straight back to Paul, but it is a cool place, and I like it. Uh-oh. That's far enough out, I think. Okay, what I'll do is once I have some sort of solution on the whole Eeloo problem, I will restart the video, and we'll be heading out. I don't know for sure that I'm going to have enough fuel and stuff to actually get there. I don't know much of anything at this point. What I do know is we're going to try, and it will be the first time I've ever set foot on Eeloo. Well, not really my feet. It's Jebediah's feet. The first time I've ever set Jebediah's feet on Eeloo, so it should be interesting. I've never really seen it except for in the map view. So, okay, well, we will restart when I'm actually out in the in solar orbit and have a solution to my Eeloo encounter. Okay, what I've found amazing here is that even out at the orbit of Paul, which is the furthest moon from Jool, it takes no small amount of fuel to actually escape Jool's gravitational influence. That's a strange one. Now, I'm not really lined up for going to Eeloo here, I don't believe. So I'm just going to head out to solar orbit, catch can, and then when I feel like I'm a bit better aligned, I will try to go to Eeloo. Wish me luck. Okay, through altogether half-assed means, I've actually gotten an encounter with Eeloo. So, looks like we're gonna head to Eeloo. I'm a little surprised, honestly. I mean, because it was usually if you have a planet that has a relatively round orbit, you can use the calculator. I forget what the Earl of it is. but you can use a calculator to figure out, you know, where you should depart. With Eeloo's orbit being so weird, I didn't figure that was even possible, so I didn't even try. But in any case, we do appear to have a rendezvous opportunity with Eeloo. Mission elapsed time 3,600 days and counting. So I hope they brought their dips and chips. Wow. Okay, we have a encounter with Eeloo. That's a trip. I was very dubious, really, that I was going to get there, but in fact I did. Wow. Okay, I'll catch up with you at Eeloo. Okay, check this out. This is how tiny Eeloo is compared to the overall scale of the enormity of space out here. When you first look at it, I'm going to set it up for a orbit here. When you first look at it, you don't see Eeloo here at all. Zoom in a little bit, zoom in a little bit, kind of scrunch up a little bit there, you can actually see it, but yeah, it's small. But fortunately it's not going to take that much for me to get into orbit around it, so that's good. Although this is a pretty high orbit, but I can always move it down once I get into orbit. But yeah, we are heading for Eeloo. A very small, icy little piece of rock there. Dudes, check it out, man. There it is. Eeloo. Eeloo itself. I'm still in a very weird orbit. I gotta bring my apoapsis down. Then we're gonna be taking a close look at the surface from orbit, and then we're gonna be landing. And it's gonna be far out, man. Far out, man. Far out. I'm having a flashback. Okay. Okay, Eeloo from a little closer in. I've set up a periapsis of about 30,000 meters, assuming that it's about the same mass as the moon. It looks big, though. I mean, from here, it looks like a big planet. But I think I've heard that it's roughly comparable with the moon, maybe a little bit more gravity, but not by much. So I certainly hope it's not a whole lot more than the moon, because if it is significantly more than the moon, we're going to have a problem as far as landing on it. But I think I've heard that it's sort of roughly comparable with the moon. So far out, man, far out. Let's get around to the sunny side right quick. I'm going to take our first close look at the surface of Eeloo. I'm at about 25 by 38 orbit. Far out, man. The surface looks potentially problematic in terms of there's some of the biggest mountains on Eeloo. I saw those coming in terms of the bumpiness and the potential to fall into a big ditch, sort of like that one. Be nice to land in one of these spots right here, but kind of dubious about that happening. Probably just figure out on landing here on one of these plateaus. Would be nice if I had some way of getting around on here so I could kind of go explore. I mean, aside from jetpack. I might have to, well, I was thinking about doing this anyway. I was thinking about pausing the grand tour a little bit so that I can do some other stuff. But also, I might want to go ahead and just send a rover here while I got these guys here. I just send a rover over here and a rover to Paul. And so I can get these guys to have a little like more in-depth exploring opportunities than just simply landing on a spot and taking off again. So they're going to be here on Eeloo for a while actually, because I think before I think about moving them, I'm probably going to see if I can land a vehicle of some sort on the surface, so I can do a little bit more exploring than what simply landing on the surface is going to allow me to do. That looks like a good landing spot right there. And that way, if I launch rovers to Eeloo and to Paul on the way back, if I swing by Paul, I can have them run around the rovers on Paul too. Okay, well, we're gonna get lined up for my landing, and I will see. We will see each other then. Yes. Okay, we're coming up on our entry burn here. I'm going to try to land over here so I can sort of get an opportunity to see a variety of terrain, maybe. Of course, it's also kind of lumpy over there, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But we'll find out. Send an F5 right quick. Okay. No, I'm going to go ahead and go. I don't trust that reading of 44 seconds. I just don't trust it. Yeah, the good news is if I manage to land here, I'll be able to get a good variety of terrains to look at. Bad news is it's surrounded by trenches, ravines, canyons, which could mean a high possibility of fatal incidents, fatalities, death, destruction. Yes, death and destruction. Death and destruction! Oh, fudge. Stop it. Look, you. I had about enough of that. Okay, and I'm going to actually aim a little higher than what it says to here, because I want to make sure I don't get too low in the process. Okay, it says burn 2 minutes? Well, I guess I better get started then. Okay, well, looks like I'm going to land over here. That's what it looks like. Okay, so not actually going to land on the interesting colored bits. How about if I just put it down wherever I can? Oh, that's bloody useless at this point. Altitude 23,000. Okay, well I'm not going to land anywhere near that. How about if I had a little quick save? and just say screw that. I want to land near an interesting bit. Alright. And let's start now. I'm popping up a little bit higher than my actual retrograde indicator. Make sure I don't actually lose a significant amount of altitude. I'm not really that interested in losing altitude. I'm interested in losing my horizontal speed. And wow, this is taking a while. Yep, all engines are burning. And not sure I'm actually going to be able to get in that area no matter what I do. We'll see. And I don't dare wait until I'm out over here to try to close that off, because indications are it takes a lot more thrust than I'm thinking it should in order to get the horizontal velocity killed off. And God only knows where this is going to land me. Alright, I'm going to hold off a second, let it fall just a bit. This seems relatively technical for not a very large or heavy object. Hope this doesn't wind up being another Tylo. That would suck. Tylo! Tylo! Tylo, I hate you! Alright. Okay, Jeb, this is where you earn your pay. Okay, well, it'd be fairly crazy if I didn't have enough thrust to land on this thing. I mean, surely I do. I don't know, I landed on Ike, and it's not that much different, so... Okay. Close enough. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that little bit of horizontal motion until I get closer to the surface. Okay, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, I take that back. I will worry about that little bit of horizontal motion now. It's already reading the surface at 14,000? I know I'm like killing all off my my vertical velocity a lot before I've even gotten anywhere near the ground, but I need to get the get my horizontal motion cleared up. All right, well, we'll drop a little bit. But we don't have that far to drop, 12,000. This could be really interesting, or really deadly. Deadly's an option. Could be I'm going to splatter these boys' volatiles all over the cold, forbidding surface of Eeloo. It's always a possibility. Nah, you won't do that, man. Dude. You are the steely-eyed rocket man. You are your wobbles were forged in the hearts of distant exploding stars. You can do this. You can do this, man. Okay, again, texture. Really, how much fuel I waste right now is totally irrelevant. I've got fuel to burn. But we are dropping. And I don't have no idea what ground level is over here. So I might want to, actually I might want to check that out. No, we're not there yet. Alright. Okay, cool. I'm landing right on a edge between the white bits and the dark bits. Don't go where them huskies go. Don't you eat that yellow snow. There's a mighty big husky's been peeing over here. Okay. I have no idea what the topography really is over here. Doesn't look too extreme though. Okay, Jebediah. What's my altitude? Okay, 2,500. So about 1,000 less than what it says there. Okay, about 1,500 now. Come on, guys. Come on. About 1,000. About 500. About screenshot. Easy does it. And touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, we have touched down on the surface of Eeloo. Okay, we're good. Jebediah! Poor Bill just has to stay in the cockpit all the time. Jebediah, come on down. Oopsies. Oh, you're shitting me. Oh, you're shitting me. He has fell to his death? You're kidding me. Okay, well, I'll get us back down on the surface and start from there. It's the Daily Double. You get to see me land on fucking Eeloo second time. Shadow, please. Shadow? Okay, good. Okay, we got Shadow. A little bouncy, but it got the job done. Okay, RCS off. Quick save. F5. F5 again. Back up my fucking quick save file. New folder. Okay, quick save again for good measure. Alright, now, here's the question. Can I get him out and get his RCS pack on quick enough so that he doesn't die? Because I would have come like to get out and tool around a bit. But obviously I don't want him to get killed either. Bill, you haven't been out very much lately. How about you give it a shot? Yeah, this actually has more mass than the moon. Alright, Bill Kerman set his boots on the moon, on Eeloo. Shit. Okay, where's the nearest patch of dark colored stuff? That it over there? Yeah. I'm gonna have him truck over there just to kind of check it out, and we will catch up when he's over there. Okay, well you can apparently warp over terrain while walking on Kerbin, because I've done it before. Can't do that on another planet apparently. It won't let me warp. So I'll try to get Homeboy back in the rocket, and then we will conclude this strange mission. And like I said, I'm going to give the Grand Tour a break for a couple episodes, because all these hairy maneuvers over vast distances are kind of wearing on you. So I'm going to do a few things. I know I'm going to do at least one thing closer to home on Kerbin, mess around with some interesting vehicles there, and okay, pack fuel's okay. Let me try to just get him into here until we get back into orbit, whenever that is. Oh, well, we'll try climbing up the ladder first. Hopefully he won't kill himself. Jeez Louise. Come on, dude. Yeah, not only did Jebediah die, my first landing died and ripped off a solar panel on the way down. Like, what the fuck? And now getting back into this thing is rather tricky. Probably just need to use jetpack, actually. Alright, got it back in. Okay, and that's all for today's episode. Here live from the planet Eeloo. Bizarre looking place. Weird ass looking place. Don't think we're going to be colonizing it anytime soon, to tell you the truth. But it is, yeah, I am glad to be here. I'm glad to have accomplished this. And then at some point I will never come here again. Okay, well until next time, hasta la vista. Adios.